Hello everybody and welcome back to the United Racing Championship, and welcome to the brand new dawn of a new season in the United Racing Championship. You join me here tonight in the commentary box. My name is Shamrock and welcome. You are all very welcome to season 11. We are here for round number 1 of the championship. We have a Racing Bulls out on track, I believe. That could be a Williams. That could be... Gaffo is the first on track at the moment. Oh, I can see what you mean. Yeah, it's stretched. I can change that, don't worry. Give me 2 seconds here. Properties. Wait, no, cancel. Transform. That should fix it. Apologies. So what I did was it was stretched. It should be better now. Sorry about that. What smacking noise you on about, Jake? But yes, welcome in everyone. We are here for, as I said, it's a new season. It's season 11 of the URC, and we're in Silverstone for round number 1 of the championship tonight. Let's just have a quick look at the calendar, as Gaffo will get us underway. We'll ride on board for this lap as well, just to see what he can do. As you can see, there is the calendar just for this season. And we'll get back to Gaffo's lap and see what he can set then for his first ever lap of this URC season. The first car to set a fastest lap. And it's currently a 30. It's a good look. It's first good looking sector in sector 1. Gets on the power nice and early there, using the battery as much as he can. We do have one reserve in. Shano couldn't make it as his Wi-Fi just absolutely died. So that's not going to be available for him tonight. So we have V Kloppo reserving for him. Let's see what Gaffo can do now for Williams as he comes around into the third sector now, and we'll get a good look at him as he comes through the final 2 corners, just off the back of the hanger straight there. See what he sets now. It looks like it's been a good lap for Gaffo so far. It's going to be a 1:27.1 for Gaffo. The next across the line is Francesco starting his lap for Aston Martin, and then XD Tyler will complete his lap for Mercedes. 1:27.5, so 4 tenths between the 2 drivers at the moment. The next driver to cross the line, I believe, is an Alpine. That was Lucas Spurs. And then we have a kick Sauber of Sir Nathan Yu, who puts in a 26.8 and goes quickest at the moment for the kick Sauber. His teammate Vroom Vroom, or Hyper Bear, with a 1:28.0, so the slowest time at the moment of the session. Then Richie puts in a 1:27.1, and Pumba puts in a 1:28.5. V Kloppo putting in a 1:29.0. So he must have made a mistake on that lap, because there's a lot of time in that, I'd say. And he'll get out of the way now for his teammate Billy Wiz, who puts it in P5 and P6 as Yari takes P5 in the Ferrari. 1:27.2. Good lap there by the Ferrari #1 driver. Who else is setting laps at the moment? Loads of drivers are setting laps in the early days of this session. Pickle Alex with a 1:43 in that McLaren. We'll be looking for an improvement. Let's see what Fran Bernoulli is doing. He's on a 1:03 in the second sector now. So this will be the first lap for Aston Martin this season. He featured on the pre-race build-up with us today. So let's see now what he can do as he comes across the line. It's a 26.7 and provisional pole position for Fran Bernoulli in the Aston Martin. Ricky will like what he's seeing here so far. The Viper, I believe, is Luca in the Alpine. Luca 96, and he is P3 at the moment. But what a lap by Francesco Bernoulli to go pole position. Jitter Archie with a 56.3, so definitely mistakes made. He's going for another lap, I think, to make some improvements. Bluefoot in a bit of traffic at the moment, but a 103.0, similar to Francesco's middle sector. So are we going to see Bluefoot here enter the 126s? We'll just have to find out. Let's ride on board with the Irish driver. P19 at the moment. What will it be when he comes across the line? And it's a 127.2. Oh, 5/10 slower than France, so he lost a bit of time in the third sector, but he was evenly matched with him coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. So bit of time in that lap, I'd say, for Blue, and he'll hope for some improvement. Let's go back and see Jitter Archie. Has he improved? He's crossed the line at 27.7. And for the two Haas drivers, it's P12 and P14 at the moment as things stand. Francesco's lap, still good enough for provisional pole, but he's kept up there with good company with the likes of Sir Nathan and Luca in the Alpine and the Kick Sauber. John Z Boy on an outlap, and V-Tech and W-Tech Vinny on an outlap as well in the second Aston Martin. So far Metal the slowest at the moment with that 1 minute 40, but we can probably assume he's made a mistake there, and hopefully that problem will be resolved in another lap. And Bluefoot's asking me to take notes, but I'll be able to find them back on the stream for him, there's no doubt about that. So who's on a lap right now? Jitter Archie is on the way back to the pits. Pickle Alex is on an in-lap. Bluefoot getting out of the way there. Lucas Spurs, is he on another lap at the moment? He looks like he is. Is he improving that much is the question. We have 17 people watching. You're very welcome in, everyone. Hopefully you're getting on well and enjoying this Thursday night as we return to the United Racing Championship. And there will be a lobby reset after qualifying, so I will be taking a picture of the grid and then making the qualifying order, so we'll get that all set up, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long to set that up. But let's see, Lucas Spurs, is he improving? No, he's into the pits, so he was on an in-lap is what it looks like. A couple of drivers on an outlap now. Sir Nathan has come out on the medium tyre for his next lap of qualifying, so he is looking to be the next driver to start a lap, so we'll see what he can do. I think that's Bluefoot on the way back into the pits. He's fairly slow, so we'll see now. Can Sir Nathan improve on his lap on the medium tyre? Looking like a very clean start to this lap so far. And we'll see now if he's going to gain any time at all. Coming down now, Village Corner. And he's 2 seconds off time. He's invalidated, so he'll probably be aborting that lap. Speaking of then starting laps, Gaffo has just started his second lap of the session. Current lap is a 127.1. He'll be delighted to get into the 126s, really showing the pace of that Williams. And he'll be hoping his teammate Metal can make an improvement on his lap as well. P4 for the second Williams driver at the moment. And see now if Gaffo's improving. He's a 10th up, a purple sector 1, 2 tenths up as he goes through Village Corner now. And now into sector 2. Can he nail this sector as he's approaching Cops Corner? This is one of the high speed right-handers, and he gets it bang on, but he spins. He lost the car, and he's completely spun round. That is Gaffo's lap gone to the bin. That's a big shame for Gaffo. Not ideal for him. Richie is 4 tenths up on his previous lap time, so he's going to jump Gaffo here for sure. Johnsy boy, we didn't see it there, went P2 in the McLaren. P2 with a 126.8, so pole is still very much up for grabs as Fran has left the garage to try and improve that 26.7. He's just started his lap, so we'll try and keep tabs on him. But let's see, can Richie improve his lap time? He can. He'll go provisional pole for the V carb. So now that brings down to Francesco to make a response towards that Racing Bull. Let's see how he's gone down this first overtaking opportunity, and he's up just by under a tenth of a second in the first sector. He's got to gain a little bit more time, but this could be close as Luca 96 in the Alpine goes provisional pole with a 126.5. The track is ramping up. Can Fran go any quicker in the Aston Martin? Gaffo will need to find time. He was finding time, but if he wants to get in this top 5, he'll have to go out and set a better lap and avoid a spin. Let's see, can Fran improve as he comes out of Maggots and Beckett's now? He was really backing himself in the driver build-up. He's 6 tenths up. This could be provisional pole for Francesco, looking at it provisionally at 26.1 at the moment for the Aston Martin driver. Can he pull away the moment? He's invalidated. I don't believe it. 6 tenths up would have been provisional pole, and he's invalidated where it's really counted. Let's have a look at Pickle Alex, the second McLaren here, improving 2 tenths up in the middle sector. Is he going to be able to put it closer to his teammate, who is also on a lap? Johnsy boy is on a lap as well. Bluefoot's on a lap, so we'll have to keep a tab up with him as well. Let's see if Pickle Alex can go any faster. He goes P3 ahead of Fran Bernoulli. We will have a look at the Ferrari of Bluefoot, who's a tenth up in the middle sector. He's in a bit of traffic at the moment though, has to get a toe off that Racing Bull. That is tactical genius. But is that V-carb on a lap? No, he's not. He gets out of the way. Bluefoot needs a good lap here now to move up out of this bottom 10, which I consider P6 to P10. I consider that part of it. But let's see, can Bluefoot make up time? It's going to be a 126 at the line. It's P4 for Bluefoot. That's a huge improvement with 4 minutes left in the qualifying session. And he needed that one. Is that all he can do in this session? Is there more time in that lap? Because Fran certainly knows there's more in his. Let's see, Jitter Archie is not improving at the moment. I don't think he's on a lap, so he won't improve. Johnsy boy, is he on a lap? We'll see if he can improve. And we'll take a little breather as the track is kind of quiet at the moment in qualifying. So far, Luca 96 for Alpine on pole, with the V-carb of Richie in P2, or the Racing Bulls I should say, and then Alex P3. Johnsy boy, can he join his teammate? He's 4 seconds off the pace at the moment, so he's not had a great lap. And then in terms of other drivers who might be on a lap, I think XD Tyler is, and he was a tenth up in sector 1, so can he find more time to get himself up into the top 10? Both Mercedes not inside the top 10 at the moment, so it hasn't been a smooth start to qualifying for Mercedes this season, and it's looking better for Ferrari in the better places at the moment. But let's see, can XD Tyler bring his Mercedes up any further on the grid? He's used all his battery to the line, and XD Tyler will go P10. That's a better lap for XD Tyler in the Mercedes. And we'll take a breather there. We'll take a bit of a water break after that one, guys, because we are now into what will be the last few laps of qualifying. I think XD Tyler's going to try and get back around maybe for one more lap. We lost the stream there for a second on my phone, but we're still going over on OBS, so may just be a bit more delay. I will refresh it. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Right, so Fran, I think, has come out for his final flying lap. This is for pole position. This is the battle for pole. Fran, remember, had 6 tenths before he invalidated on his last lap, and he's found a tenth again in the first sector. Ricky will be watching this on. Will it be an Aston Martin pole position? The last Aston Martin driver to put an Aston Martin on pole was Tomas many seasons ago. Can this be replicated for Francesco here in his first race in the Aston Martin? He's raced in every team in the URC. Can he make it now possible for pole position as he comes out of Maggins and Beckett? Let's see how much time he's up. He's up by half a second, so not as quick as his second lap. Pole currently at 26.5. It will be still enough to get pole position. You just have to wait to see if there'll be other improvements around him. Everyone is out on an out lap at the moment, bar Francesco. So let's see. He has to push to the line. He goes a little bit wide. Is it going to be provisional pole? It is provisional pole. It's a 26.3 for Francesco Bernoulli in the Aston Martin. Now he has to wait at 26.3. Let's see what the other drivers can do. We have the likes of Viper and Richie, Pickle Alex, Bluefoot, all can deny him if they find the time. And Blue's got traffic ahead of him. He's pushing on an outlap to try and get the time. He's got 40 seconds. He's completely cut the track there. I don't think that's allowed. Might have to look at that. Could be under investigation for that. We caught that on stream. But we'll all just have to see how it plays out. Look at that. Look at the traffic coming up to the final few seconds. Everyone trying to get a time over the line. But let's see what Luca 96 can do. Can he gain more than 2 tenths for pole position? This is his URC debut. It's a debut for 17 of these drivers. Gaffo, Fran, Bluefoot, and I guess Hyper has raced here as well. So it's just 16 of these drivers. It's their debut in the URC. Let's see, can Luca find some time? He's up by a tenth at the moment. Not enough to overthrow Fran in pole position. But let's just see if the Alpine can make a statement here. There's two Williams. Obviously, there's an RB behind him. And I think the Williams drivers... Yeah, Gaffo's on a lap. Metal Medal is on a lap. So we'll have to see if he can find time. He's 2 tenths up in the hangar straight. Let's see now where he can go. He's P18 at the moment. Pumba will finish 17th. Hyper Bear or Vroom Vroom 19th in the Sauber. FaZe Monkey, a poor qualifying for him, 15th. Yari fails to get into the top 10, and so does XD Tyler. Let's see if Metal can he improve his position. He goes to P14 only. Next across the line, I believe, is that Red Bull of Kloppo. Has he found any time in the session? No, he hasn't. What about Gaffo? He was the next across the line. He abandons his lap. Richie steals pole, and then Hyper steals pole out of nowhere at 25.7. Oh my days! What a lap! What a lap! Gaffo will start 13th in this race. But for Mercedes, it's a pole position by an absolute stunning margin. 4 tenths of a second between P1 and P2. We thought it was going to be Richie there, but Hyper, out of nowhere, saved the best lap to last. And now we go for a reset of the session to set the grid for the race. Folks, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright boys, welcome back. We yeah, I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough about the setups. People do forget them, and it does happen. But we're back. What a qualifying that was. That was pretty exciting. It's pretty dry, Fran, if that's what you're wondering. It's actually bone dry. So, um, yeah, we look back on that qualifying. Obviously, I think. What is he freaking out about? What? Yeah, we're good to go. Right, here we go, the 5 red lights for the very first time in URC Season 11. It's a lights out and away we go. It's a jump start for 2 cars. And there's obviously there's a desync here with Kloppo. But Hyper gets away well into turn 1. We had this issue with Formula Aero, I think, on yesterday. But we know Hyper is our leader. Kloppo is meant to be at the back, so he's probably desynced, which has caused this issue. But Hyper gets away very well. Richie now following behind him in P2. Yeah, so that's the issue. We do actually have to fully reset the lobby then next week. But we know Hyper is our leader in this race. And I'm not even sure where Kloppo is in terms of the grid. But Hyper leading the way then from Richie in P2. Pickle Alex there at P3. Luca did lose some positions there. And Francesco down into what would be P6 with this desync on Kloppo. So it is causing a bit of confusion, but from Hyper down, Kloppo is essentially last. There's a spin in the back. I think that was Richie. But Hyper now has already pulled a second to the cars behind, so a really good start from the Mercedes driver. Richie then following in P2 behind him. And so far it's been a pretty good start. Sir Nathan Yu on the back of the Aston Martin, looking to get the move done there. You wouldn't really see a move done there, but it seems like that is the case. Kloppo's desynced everywhere. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with him. So it's a bug. That's what it is. Give me 2 seconds. tried to get the message there across. We have a safety car. I didn't see what that was. It was Pumbaa in the V carb. So that is. Yeah, Kloppo has just got a penalty there, so I think 10-second penalty, loads of 10-second penalties going here for speeding in the pit lane. As his teammate there tries to overtake him in the pits. Same issue. So Nathan has left again. Need Leo to get him back in. So hopefully this should fix the grid. Once Kloppo's car goes away. Apologies, just talking to the admins at the moment. And with that, folks, the issue has now been resolved. Obviously, going forward next week, we will be resetting the lobby fully, and we'll be hopefully having no more problems like this, because we had it in Formula Aero last night, the same issue, me and Gaffo. So it's not like I haven't seen this before. But Hyper gets us back under racing conditions, and they got a very good restart actually. Over the likes of Pegalax there in P2. Yari comes into the pits. So will we see a retirement? He's gone onto the hards. as Gaffo making places in the Williams up to P10 there, and Sir Nathan and Fran battling once again for P5. Does Fran get the move done? He has his teammate behind him actually in a very good position after that safety car. Obviously some pit stops were made. Fran now stays in P5. All this battling not going to help him get up into the top 4, but Sir Nathan Yu showing a lot of promising pace in that Kick Sauber at the moment. And Hyper has reignited his gap to the McLaren behind of Pickle Alex, 1.3 seconds. As it stands, Mercedes are on for their 17th URC all-time win, where they'll overtake Ferrari in the all-time winning rankings, which would be a major milestone for Mercedes. Look at both Ferraris. It hasn't been the easiest of races for them. Bluefoot down in P13. Although he did pit under the safety car, so he's going a longer distance in this race maybe. Yari as well has just come on to fresh medium, so Ferrari are going for a bit of a different strategy, as Vroom Vroom on the soft tyre picks up 3 seconds. He's going for a very aggressive strategy in this race, so that's what we have missed out on. DRS now enabled. Richie is close to Pickle Alex. He cannot get close to the Mercedes of Hyper, who's just pulling away after that safety car restart. And it's good to be back underway, guys. That was a very stressful period there of that desync, but now we're back and we're good to go for the rest of this race. 20 laps to go in this British Grand Prix, and you can just see there Richie keeping close with Pickle Alex, and Luca as well hanging on in the Alpine in P4. Fran Bernoulli has managed to get himself a bit of a breathing space on the likes of the Kick Sauber behind, and now would hope that his teammate can maybe apply some pressure. But Jitter Archie, who's started on the hards, goes very wide there before I spoke, is in P8. He's doing very well. He's outperforming his teammate, and he's avoided a bit of chaos in this race to be in the points positions. And then Lucas Spurs, another Alpine, in the points, and Gaffo has climbed back up from P13 to P10. So far a recovery performance being done here by Gaffo, and Vroom Vroom loses another position to the second McLaren there. We still have the caution glitch there. It surprises me how this game still has so many problems, and it's almost halfway through its cycle. I need to hide them out somewhere. But there. Oh, bit of a half a spin there by Luca, but he's kept it together on track. We'll stay with this battle for the time being. I don't think there's any other. There's a pack from Sir Nathan Yu all the way behind. Vinny just not able to get by at the moment. And look at that, Jitter Archie is going for an overtake on the Aston Martin. Jitter Archie might get the double. And there was a chance for an overtake in 2 there for Jitter Archie. It's looking to get P6. What a start to the season this would be for Jitter Archie. He qualified outside the top 10. And now he's looking to get past the Kick Sauber of Sir Nathan Yu. But, you know, he's got to wait for the DRS opportunity. But he's look at the pace. He's all over the back of this Kick Sauber, which makes me think he's on the better compound at the moment. Bit of oversteer for the Haas. Can he get the move done now? Down the hanger straight. He's using as much of the slipstream that he can. He's going to go for it around the outside. Sir Nathan, though, holds that line very well. Look at Jitter Archie back to the inside here. He's really going to squeeze him. There's going to be a desync there between the two cars. And Lucas Spurs might get a go as well. Vinny's lost a couple more places. Johnsy boy as well. There's 5 cars in the mix of this battle. And Jitter Archie's disconnected. So hopefully Leo can invite him back. If not, I should have him. Nope, we'll have to inform Leo for an invite back. But that's a shame for him, a disconnection. It happened as well in Formula Aero last night. Richie now back in the top pack. is 3/10 behind at the moment. And Metal Metal picks up a 3-second time penalty. Trying to keep up here with all these disconnections. And trying to get Archie back in as well to the session, but it doesn't look like he'll get back in his car anytime soon. Richie and Luca 96 were battling for a position there, which will help Pickle Alex keep his P2 for the time being. Bluefoot gets past Gaffo. Let's have a look at them two for the last points position. Can Bluefoot find a way past the Alpine of Lucas Spurs? He has to. This is for the last points position. He gets all on the gravel. That was risky by Bluefoot there, but he made it work. And now he's up into, well, that would have been P10. But it seems Lucas Spurs got past him again, and Bluefoot goes up the inside and into P10. Metal Metal was looking for P11 there, but got closed off. And now into the points is Bluefoot in this race. Now Richie could not get past the McLaren into Village Corner. Johnsy Boy and Sir Nathan Yu are battling here for P6 as Fran has built up a 5-second gap to the likes of behind. So now he can focus on the 4 ahead of him for what looks to be a podium chance as the Alpine of Luca goes wide. This is an opportunity for Fran now to get into the top 4. He tries to stick it up the inside and he lost. He was impatient. That was impatient by Fran. Maybe Luca closed the door on him there, but Luca will feel, why are you attacking me there? Wait for the DRS. And this has cost Fran a lot of time, and that gap between him and the McLaren behind has just been reduced a lot further. So Sir Nathan comes into the pits. He's coming off those medium tyres. Lucas has retired. That's going to be a safety car, I think, is it? Maybe that's in the pits. I think that's in the pits. It is. So Lucas Spurs not with a happy start to this season, unfortunately. He was doing well. He was doing well in this race, but unfortunately it's come to an end for him. And Alpine will lose out on some points there. Hyper now, almost 4 seconds out in front. So, lap 10 of this race. No bother, ST. Hopefully you're ST. Hopefully you're doing pretty well, and hopefully you're happy with your driver so far. I think Richie is doing really well for you. Unlucky for Pumbaa, obviously. He said his car just wasn't working for him at all this race, so maybe he'll have some improvements next week. And there's been pit stops from the likes of Richie. So, Richie then and Luca and Fran have come on to pit on the hards. This is really the battle for P2, because they were putting the pressure on Pickle Alex, but now he's gotten a bit of a gap to his teammate behind, and he can use a bit of free space on track. As we get through the rest of these laps now, Bluefoot is P4 on 8-lap old hard tyres. He pitted during the first safety car window. So he's got to make use of these hard tyres now. He's got to make them go as long as possible, and he could still salvage a good result. He's got Gaffo behind him, So perhaps these two can work together, maybe a bit of a Williams and Ferrari assistance. And if they can work together, they can make these hard tyres last. And Leopold has lagged out of the session, and I have no way to invite him back. Yeah, I don't have him added, so I can't invite him back, which is a problem. Anyway, I can't be doing invites unless it's for like drivers. And Pickle Alex makes the decision to box. He's on the hards now. So has he done enough to stay ahead of the likes of Richie and Viper and Fran? He might just do, you know. It's a slow pit lane in Silverstone. It costs you a lot of time. I think it's about 17, 18 seconds lost in the average pit stop. And look at that. Richie, Luca and maybe Fran. No, Fran doesn't get ahead of him, but Richie and Luca have undercut him. Fran hasn't. So he'll be looking to get by him as soon as possible and catch back up to the likes of Luca 96 and Richie. In this race, Bluefoot now up into P3 in this race. So he is looking really, really good at the moment, as he's managing these hard tyres, and he's in a better position for Ferrari. FaZe Monkey has got past Gaffo, just to mention that. So he's up in P4. He has got a time penalty, which we will look at. 10 seconds he has at the moment, so Gaffo hasn't got to worry about him pulling away. But FaZe Monkey will fight for these positions regardless of the time penalty that he has. And then the rest of them are fairly smaller penalties. We have lost, if you're just catching in or tuning in now, we have lost Lucas, Kloppo and Pumba in this session. 17 on track at the moment. Yari down in P17, and Hyper now makes the decision to pit in off those hard tyres, and he will off those medium tyres, apologies, and now on to the hard. So he'll be coming out into traffic. Let's see how much time he might lose here. There's Richie. Richie might get him here. Oh, they're fine. Oh, they made contact. I couldn't find the words. Richie's still in it though. This is for a provisional P1. That contact might be under investigation by the likes of Richie there and Hyper, who came out onto the fresh tyres, and Luca was having a look there at the Racing Bulls to try and make a move and get by, but it's not happening. Jitter Archie is back in the session, it seems, and he's up in P6. Bluefoot running in P2 now. The question is, when does he box? He's done 10 laps on these hard tyres so far. I think he's waiting for a safety car. I think that's what he's holding out for. The same with the likes of Gaffo as well, who has done 12 laps. Both Williams now into the top 5. And Hyper is just trying to pull away now from these guys behind him. Johnsy Boy with a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And this will send Bluefoot into the lead of the Grand Prix here in Silverstone. He's managing his tyres perfectly at the moment. And he's got a very quick FaZe Monkey behind him with Gaffo in P3. And we saw XD Tyler there coming by. Who else has made a pit stop? Jitter Archie in the Haas has come in for a pair of medium tyres. And those are the pit stops for the time being. Bluefoot probably yet to make another stop. And I'd say the reason he pitted early was because he probably picked up damage. As FaZe Monkey does get past him into the village corner. Leo, I don't have you added, so I'm trying not to like get in the invites or the add friends screen as much as I can because of the I'm just trying to, I don't want to miss any events on the race. You see, I said the same to Charlie, the Kick Sauber TP, so I'm sorry you disconnected, but What I'll do is hopefully I'll add you after this race, and from next week on, if you get the TP spot um, for spectating, I'll get you in then, and I'll add you back if you disconnect. But I can't miss any action. It was different if I had a co-commentator, but I need to pay as much attention as I can to the screen. Metal then comes in to the pits. Did he get a puncture? As Hyper sets the fastest lap now, and he's in P4, 4.1 seconds to the group of 3 up front. FaZe Monkey still with the penalty. Bluefoot not really interested in getting by. Obviously 10 seconds to FaZe Monkey is not much of a threat to Blue at the moment, and he's still holding out for that safety car as Tyler and Metal still in the pits there. Jitter Archie should get out ahead of them, which he will. Take a quick water break, or even a Coke break. Coca-Cola, calm down. And a spin from FaZe Monkey there. Bluefoot really had to take quick reactions to avoid that crash, and look at Hyper, he's just tearing into this gap. It was 3.9 seconds, it's now 1.6 to the leader. He has absolutely got these tyres on fire. Luca 96 is staying with him just about 0.8 to the car ahead. It's very close between these two. Who's come into the pits? Bluefoot has. He did 14. He did 12 laps on those hard tyres. Gaffo stays out for another lap, and Hyper's almost in his DRS. So he is in his DRS now. Blue onto the mediums then for the final 10 laps of this race. So he should be in a good position when he comes out of the pits. We'll have to see. FaZe Monkey serving that 10 seconds, I'd say. And Gaffo shouldn't fight this too much. Might fight it for pride, but he knows that Hyper isn't in his race, as Hyper squeezed him a little bit there, and Gaffo wondering, I wasn't fighting you, what was the need? And now he's in between Luca as well, who has to get by him as well. So Gaffo feeling the tyre life of those 15 lap old hards compared to fresh 3 lap old hards for Hyper, as Luca gets by going into Cop's corner. And as you can see, he breezed past him there and lost time in doing so. Gap is now 1.1 to Hyper. Where has Bluefoot come out? He's in 14th. So has something gone wrong in his pit stop where he's just lost so many positions? He has to get by the Red Bull here. He might go for it. He didn't go for it there into Cop's corner. 3 seconds of time penalties now for the kick Sauber. So it's not been a great day at the races so far for Ferrari. And hopefully they'll have a good 10 laps now to bounce back into this race, but so far that's not looking like the case for the Scuderia in their first race of the season. Gaffo now makes the call to pit after 16 laps done on those hard tyres. That's a very impressive stint, and he should come out hopefully in with that pack where Vinny is leading. Fran has had a bit of a quiet race so far. 4.7 seconds is his gap to the pack ahead, and he hasn't been able to get up to them. He's struggled a bit. Johnsy Boy behind him on hard tyres, and Bluefoot not able to get past. He got past Billy Wiz there, and now getting past hopefully Metal soon enough. But this is a whole train for what is P8 in this race, and Jitter Archie and the Aston Martin are battling for this position. Remember, P8 is 4 points in the Constructors' Championship, so any good points is very helpful. At the moment, Mercedes on for 25 points, with Hyper just cruising away now. 2.7 is the gap to Luca 96, so Hyper really bringing his A game to this race. Pickle Alex gets past Richie for P3. Now that is a battle for position in this race. Remember, Richie was having all the momentum in the start of this race, and Richie pits again after doing only 6 laps on the medium tyre. Is this going to be a retirement? I hope not, because he's in a good position. But he must feel the hards are not or the mediums are not working out for him. This will give Fran P4. So something to take away for Aston Martin here, as his teammate has 3 seconds of penalties now, and Bluefoot still in this train. It's really going to slow him down if he can't get past them. He needs a safety car. That's what he needs to get back in this race. And yeah, not much battles going on track at the moment. It's very spread out. Obviously, Gaffo gets past Billy Wiz there in the Red Bull. Looks like he made a mistake and just got out of the way. Gaffo up into P12 and looks to get past Hyper or Vroom Vroom in the Kick Sauber. And with that extra bit of DRS, adding an extra 25 miles an hour to the car, Gaffo gets past and up into P11. Now his next target is Bluefoot. This is really a battle maybe between them for the last points place and in this race. And you can just see, guys, if you're watching, how much the field is spread out at the moment. As Johnsy Boy gets past Francesco, it's now McLaren P3 and P4, but Fran knows Johnsy Boy has a penalty, so he didn't really need to fight that much, and that was smart from Fran. Bluefoot gets past Metal up into P9, so now he's trying to make the most use of his tyres. He knows maybe a podium isn't there today, but he can still reclaim potentially a P7, which is where Jitter Archie is at the moment. And look at the momentum he's got on the back of Vinny. Can he get the move done? He'd like to get the move done here into turn 1, but he's thinking second of it. He's thinking better of it, and he'll play it safe at the moment. And it's probably smart that he's doing that. He's not sending it down the inside. He knows Vinny isn't leaving the gap, but it's opened up there. He's got to try and find the way past. He switchbacks him. Oh, Bluefoot, don't do it. Oh, Bluefoot, you naughty man. What a move. What a move. He gets the DRS as well, but Vinny's coming back at him. Bluefoot, has he secured P8 here? Gaffo gets the move done as well. Or maybe not. No, Metal got past the Aston Martin. So that's 2 places lost now by Vinny. Are we going to see Gaffo get past the Aston Martin? Are we going to see 3 positions lost in the span of 1 sector here for Vinny? We might just maybe see it. Bluefoot, really good overtake there. He was definitely timing that to perfection, and he's on for P7 here, which is where he qualified, and he got a good run on Jitter Archie there. 6 laps to go in this race, and Hyper has extended that lead now to 5.2 seconds, so he's clocked out for the time being. It will be an Alpine podium, and it could be a McLaren podium as well as things stand. Gaffo did get past Vinny there, we didn't see it, but now it's Williams. Both Williams cars are in the points, so Ben, the team principal for Williams, will be happy to see that both his cars are in the top 10, which is a really positive thing to see, of course. Anything happening down the rest of the field? XT Tyler and Richie are battling. Richie now, who pitted again a few laps earlier. Both Racing Bulls out of the points, obviously, as we said. Oh, it looks like there could be a collision here. There was a bit of wheel banging between the Mercedes and Richie, who's got Billy Wiz ahead of them. And Richie might get 2 places there for the price of 1. He does, but they're literally scrapping for no points. Oh, they went side by side through cops. That just doesn't work. And Billy Wiz going to lose out on 2 places there. Not a great start for Red Bull to this campaign. And 5 laps to go now as Gaffo and Metal swap positions. So maybe a bit of Williams team orders there. And Jitter Archie and Bluefoot, as Jitter Archie comes into the pits for another pit stop, potentially. 6 laps on the mediums is enough apparently for Jitter. Actually, Bluefoot up into 7th now. And this looks like it'll be the rest of his race, P7. He probably would have wanted more, I would say, but when a race just goes different ways, different directions, I think he'd be happy with 6 points to start off the season. Fran as well, with a solid start for the moment for Aston Martin. Both Astons in the points as well, so it'll be very interesting to see, obviously, how the team principals are looking. Obviously, Tim, the Mercedes team principal, will be delighted with a victory here in Silverstone. For the likes of the Alpine team principal, again, they should be delighted as well. I've forgotten who the Alpine team principal was. I think that's Anthony, so he should be happy with the way Luca 96 is driving for him. Another Jack NUFC for McLaren. Both of his cars are in P3 and P4 in the top 4, so this is looking like a very good race for him. Ricky will be happy to see that his cars, both his cars, are in. Fran has pit again, I think for the soft tyres, but I don't understand. He could have made these go to the end, I think. Is he coming on for softs? Yeah, he's coming in for the soft tyre, maybe just to get the fastest lap. He's got a bit of a gap, but will he lose the points, his position? He's going to lose out to his teammate here, and Fran is outside the points. Aston Martin losing a lot of points after that decision. It moves Bluefoot up to 6th. And are the leaders' tyres then are they going to become a moment of concern? Is there a question of high tyre wear? Because 10 laps on the hards should be okay. Gaffo did about 15, and Fran said no, at 10's enough for me. So I wonder, should the leaders be concerned about their tyres? Hyper's done 9, he's in the safe for the time being, but as he crosses the line next lap, it will be 10 laps. So I don't know, will we see a puncture? Potentially? We'll just have to find out. Bluefoot though is catching Sir Nathan Yu, the kick Sauber, who's done 12 laps on his hards. Blue trying to get P5. Gaffo is in the hunt for P5 here as well. What a recovery this would be. He started in 13th place. And look at that, Sir Nathan Yu struggling. His tyres really feeling the tyre wear now, as we approach the final few laps of this race. Lap 23. Gaffo might have a look at him. Bluefoot's got less ERS than Gaffo, but he's got the slipstream of the Kick Sauber ahead to make the move. Fran not really gaining much on his softs at all, so I don't know if that was the right call. And maybe it will just come back to bite him after this race tonight. He'll be looking back and he said, did I make the right decision? But you never know, it just might be what the tyre wear feels like. Bluefoot now, oh, hits the back of him. There was contact there with Sir Nathan. Which may have caused a few issues. And Gaffo will be looking at this saying, where can I make the move? He has a teammate behind him covering off Richie. Bluefoot goes wide. That's going to allow Gaffo through. And Gaffo just tucks in. Gaffo damages his end plate. Sir Nathan's off the track. What is going on in the final stages of this race? Gaffo will feel he got wing damage. That's under investigation, surely, for the likes of Sir Nathan and Gaffo. Bluefoot there as well had to react to that. Richie goes past Metal and might go past Bluefoot here. Bluefoot losing places after places as the Kick Sauber off. That's Sir Nathan Yu. He's got a puncture! A puncture for the Kick Sauber! 13 laps. That's all it takes. And does that shake some fear now into the likes of Luca 96, the likes of Pickle Alex, and potentially Hyper, who is managing his tyres. Do we see a puncture for the leaders in these final stages of the race. Sir Nathan comes in with a puncture. That is an absolute disaster end to Kick Sauber's race, who were on for a pretty decent result. And this, what does this now mean for Luca? Are his tyre pressures enough to keep these hards to the end? Bluefoot's losing more places as this race goes on. He's down to P8. There's a Ferrari off. I think that's Yari in the gravel. He's got a puncture as well. It's puncture galore here at Silverstone. That should install some fear into the likes of Hyper. Can he make his tyres now go to the end? As he comes into the pit, 10-second penalty. That could be the end of Yari's race, and a race to write off for him. Another yellow flag. Is that a Haas? Is that another puncture? Yes, it is. It has to be. Is it a puncture for FaZe Monkey? I can't tell. It's not a great angle. It's not. I thought it was. Hyper now, actually, he's slowing down a bit, I think, to manage his tyres. I don't know if he knows about the amount of punctures going around the circuit. Bluefoot still holding on here with the chances of that P5 on Richie. He can get it, but we are pretty sure Gaffo will be appealing that 3 seconds because he had to react to the likes of Sir Nathan going off track. But look at this, Fran Bernoulli and Bluefoot battling, and Fran might get ahead. Fran might be on for P5 here again. As this race winds down, Yari didn't retire, so absolute respect to him for staying in this race. And look at this, Luca has not got a puncture. He's done 14 laps. Gaffo did do 15 laps on these tyres, you have to remember. So Hyper still in a safe range at the moment. He just has to survive one more lap. As Fran gets past Gaffo, that rivalry is reignited for sure. And here we go, Hyper starts the last lap for Mercedes. He is on course for Mercedes' 17th all-time win in URC history. They will overtake Ferrari in all-time race wins if all he can do is bring it home. And not get a puncture. I think that is the fear that'll be with him. Same with the likes of Luca. It's a yellow flag. Someone has a puncture, I think. Who is it? We have to know. There's a little bit of a desync going on, but I don't see any punctures. Anyway, back to Hyper. He's managing his tyres very well, so I think he's going to be the 31st different race winner, the new addition to the race winners in the Hall of Fame. And it's looking like it's going to be Mercedes making it a 17th win. As Sir Nathan Yu gets the fastest lap, but obviously it won't count towards anything as he's down in 14th. But it's going to be Mercedes on their home soil to make it win number 17 in the URC, and his first win in the United Racing Championship. Hyper crosses the line to win the British Grand Prix as Luca survived to hold off Pickett Alex to keep a podium for Alpine. It looks like he has, and he will cross the line second for Luca 96. Pickett Alex, McLaren on the podium, and it's then P4 for Johnsy Boy. He'll keep that P4, and Richie now to the line. Has he done enough to keep that P5? I don't think he has, as there's a yellow flag behind him. I think some more drivers have gotten punctures. And does Fran get P5? He doesn't, he stays P6. Bluefoot will get P7, Gaffo will get P8, Metal will get P9, and Vinny finishes inside the points. And Archie crosses the line in P11. The likes of Hyper Rare, Broom Broom will get P12, and Billy Wizzle will finish P12 there actually. And then we wait on the likes of XD Tyler, FaZe Monkey, who got a terrible puncture, and I figured he did get one. Look at that, he's spinning all around the place. And Yari in P17, that's his race over. But for Hyper, what a race win. A race win on his return to the URC and his first race win of the season. Mercedes' 17th win, as I said, of all time. Started on pole, won from pole. Obviously the rest of your podium then, the Viper or Luca 96 and Pickle Alex. What a race. Fran does get P6 and missed out on P5 by half a second. That is insanely close. Metal Refs, remember, he was ninth. And that should be it. I think we're just waiting on some other cars there. Sir Nathan Yu doing his donuts. And the first round of the season. He is the last to cross the line, I think. That will wrap us up. Doing more donuts. And he thinks it's the finale, but we're not in Austria just yet. We will be in 3 months' time, but that rounds us off for Silverstone and 15th for Sir Nathan Yu there. Not a great day for Kick Sauber, but that puncture he got, well, it changed everything. It changed everything for his race. And we'll get the final race results there now. Oof. That was what a race that was. It's kind of all kicking off in the in the Discord, drivers pointing fingers at each other. But yeah, what a race that was. Let me know if you all enjoyed that one in the comments. It had a lot of punctures, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll just get to see the race results now, hopefully. I guess not. So it'll take us back to the lobby. And there we have it, folks. That is the session wrapped up then. Can no one see this channel? Oh shit, I have no I never added ticket to. I need to add that. Okay, let me... Oh, no, go back. Down to the showroom. Hyper is in the post-race interview room. Let's see if we can bring him. Hello, Hyper? Hyper, if you can hear me? You can hear me,
Hello?
yeah?
Yep.
Perfect. It seems it's only yourself joining. I think Luca is probably not able to. Is he in the waiting room? Is he, or was it just yourself?
What you mean? Oh no, it's just me in here, so it was.
Oh, that's grand. That's a party in itself.
Oh yeah.
I feel
At
honoured
the
to
end
have
of
you
the
here.
day,
Honestly, just your presence alone. I'm
I
sorry.
know, I'm so
I'm doing too
special.
much glazing. I'm sorry. I'll get murdered by Gaffo if I do too much.
I'm funny, I'm sexy, I'm humble.
Whoa! Careful.
I'm just all around amazing, you know.
Yeah. Well, your race was amazing. Obviously, talk to me about it. It was you got pole, and then in the race you dominated. But were you not concerned about the hard tires getting a puncture? Because a lot of drivers did get punctures.
Nah,
Nah, simple as that.
didn't get puncture.
Absolutely, you're right about that. Yeah.
Their race isn't my concern.
I love that. I love that. Absolutely. I respect it. Obviously, you are probably now leading the championship after that race. So,
I hope
looking
so after one race.
at the next week, we go to Saudi Arabia, round 2. Do you fancy your chances there?
And the last time I raced, that has to be on the last game. So we'll see.
Absolutely. And obviously, do you think you'll have a good chance at the championship this season then, after today's race?
Nah, just a bit of luck, you know. I think that's all it was.
That's
It's a
fair
lucky
enough.
race.
It's a bit humble, I have to say. It's a bit of a humbling.
I know, I told you, I'm so humble.
Yeah, you seem like it. You do seem like it, but you also seem to have a nice bit of a cheeky attitude in there as well, like. But that's kind of good for drivers to have too.
Um,
Obviously, well done on your win as well. Big congratulations. I'm sure you're delighted with it.
nah, I
And
didn't get fast slap, so
also, you're not so happy, so.
no, I nearly got it on the hards.
Ah, yeah.
I was 3 tenths off, I think it was, on my last push lap, which was lap 24.
Jesus, you were pushing lap 24, were you?
No, yeah, I had 65 or 70% wear and said, fuck it, if I can get anywhere close.
Yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
I was green in the first 2 sectors.
Jesus, so you were flying it out there.
Yeah,
Well, obviously, well done. I wish you the best of luck
no
for the
bother.
rest of the season, and thank you for coming in and speaking to me. I appreciate it,
You're welcome.
and enjoy the rest of your night.
I will.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, so that was Hyper speaking to us. We won't get to hear from the rest of them, but well done to Pickle Alex and Luca96 for their P2 and P3. Very good result there from the Alpine, and a good result for McLaren on home soil as well. So, yeah, that leaves us over to Saudi Arabia next week and at 8 p.m. same time. And yeah, hopefully you're all looking forward to that one. This race had everything. It was chaotic. We did have a bit of a difficult start. So next week the lobby will be fully reset, as in it'll be a new lobby to avoid those desyncs and avoid these issues, because you can see it, unfortunately it cost Kloppo the opportunity to race, and that was very disappointing. Because he got off to a good start and he was happy, but I do want to thank him for stepping out of the race to fix the issue, and that's a very a plausible thing to do, and I really appreciate him doing it. So if he's watching, then I appreciate him. Yeah, so I think the race went well. We had one safety car. I'm happy with that. I think, you know, we have a few incidents to deal with, but that will be dealt with, obviously. And yeah, guys, I hope you're all looking forward to the rest of the season, and hopefully this was a URC return that pleased you all. We finished at 9:30 on the money, so that was a really good night. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Enjoy your week, enjoy your weekend. In terms of other sporting events coming up, we have Formula Aero Tier 2 on Monday. And then we have Formula Aero Tier 1 with myself and Gaffo on Wednesday night next week. And then you're back here with myself on Thursday for Saudi Arabia round 2, where the action is only just going to get better for the rest of this championship, guys. Good night and God bless. I'll see you all again very, very soon.